disappointing with the losses this one?
It never feels good. Shohei was really good today. The pitching, fastball, command, fantastic. Really impressive. Figured he would, come back and really throw the baseball well today, which he did. And then offensively, the walk, the homer, just really looked good. So, unfortunately, you got to play defense and you got to, have other guys, put together at bats and score runs too. But as far as Shohei today, really good.
And when you go back to that eighth inning, there were a few different miscues. Miguel Rojas talked about how maybe some miscommunication where they could have got the lead runner at Newbar. Obviously, Paz and Freeland. What went wrong? What went sideways the most?
In that play right there, Andy felt he had a shot there, kept the throw down. We secured at third base, and I just felt right there that Alex just didn't make a good throw, and so that's that, and that happens, and he'll learn from it. If he felt he had a shot at the guy at second base, it's the right play. We just got to secure it and make a good throw, and then that other ball. I think there was a miscommunication or lack of communication in the sense of Mookie could have had the lead runner, but chose to get the batter runner, and so obviously that ended up being a run right there. I think that was Robleski's inning. So yeah, those are just things that there was a sun ball early that was another run. So those are just things that the little things that when you're not swinging the bats really well that they show up.
Leading into that Walker that you had brought up, what was sort of thinking, like obviously trying to piece together the last few answers, especially as Bessie is kind of laboring a little bit?
Well, you got one pitcher behind him. So if Brock's 3 out of 4, if he gets out of the inning or if he gives up hit, we got one guy in the 9th inning. We have no one else to pitch. So you've got to kind of try to figure out, if I could guarantee that Brock would have got Wynn out or Walker out, and I could guarantee that Blake doesn't give up a run in the 9th inning, then it's a no-brainer. But I can't live in that world. So yeah.
Vesia had extended that batter when pushed him, extended 11 pitch at bat. What was going on with Alex today? Was that kind of a sign that he's not his normal self?
No, you know what? I honestly thought the stuff was good. I think in that particular at bat, you got to give Wynn a lot of credit. There was top zone foul balls. There was bottom zone. There was sliders, change-ups, foul balls, getting into account. Then he hit a change-up, hard and through the 6-hole. So he handled everything Alex threw at him, and won that battle.
Miguel Rojas pointed out that Shohei did everything he did today on the mound offensively, coming off of that game when he scored 3 runs. How impressive is that aspect of it, just for his body to recover in that way and throw 100 a few times and hit the home run?
Yeah, I mean, it's still, I'm still, like you guys, still learning how he's kind of adjusting, and it's remarkable. He's obviously physically talented, but he's very disciplined in his preparation. He's very strong of mind, and he's just a great competitor, and obviously uber talented. So, yeah, to see what he did last night, to then come back after it into a day game and do that, it's just really, I don't think any superlatives can do it any justice.
You have a level of frustration the way the second half has started off?
Yeah, we just haven't synced up. I think the pitching has been really good, and we just can't get on track, offensively. But having Max back, I think, is certainly helpful. But yeah, it's kind of we're not playing great. Expect to get better. But yeah, to start the second half, definitely not playing our best baseball.
Is there anything you can do kind of with the purpose of getting things clicking at the same time, or is it just one of those things where it takes time for everything to come together?
I don't think. It's not from lack of effort, preparation. Hitting is hard, but I do think that you can kind of focus a little bit more on some things to, mind the little things, have better team at bats, continue to play good defense, and then that will kind of, I think, manifest into playing better baseball and wins. But yeah, I just can't, I just don't think one team meeting or anything like that is just going to now throw out 15 hits in a game.
But Dave, even with the offense struggling, you had the lead and the bullpen gave up 10 hits.
Yeah.
10 runs.
That's right.
I mean, every time that bullpen gate opens, do you kind of shudder a little bit?
No, you know what? Actually, I think if you look at the last couple weeks, I think our bullpen's been good. I do. I think our pitching has been good. I think today we didn't finish it off today, but yeah, I think in general our bullpen in the last couple weeks has been pretty stable.
How rough of a day was it for Freeland? You've seen some rookies have some rough days. He didn't execute the bunt that you asked for, the throw, and then 3-1 ahead in the count with Ohtani on deck. Do you feel like he was trying to do too much in the ninth inning right there to make up for the throw?
I don't know. Yeah, he's got to get the bunt down. He knows that. And then the throw, I think that he's been playing really good third base. He made another good play earlier, which is great. I know he'd like to have that one back. And then the 3-1 pitch, it was a fastball. I think he was in this hitting zone, and he took a good swing at it. He won some pitches to get to 3-1. So, yeah, I'm not too concerned about that at bat right there. But this is part of having a young player that you've got to learn and kind of, take your lumps a little bit.